Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving bourbon industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
It's the Bow Brothers for Two Shots on a Barrel. We can't thank you enough for joining in and listening to our show today. We do want to remind you, go out there and give us a review. Isn't that important, J-Bo?
It's very important for us to grow and to reach a larger audience, so please do it for us.
We got a cool thing out on Facebook. We got a Facebook group you can join. You can follow along with all kinds of crazy stuff that you put out there.
That's just the way it is. It's fun. It's good times. It's private, so we don't share anything off that page. It's strictly right there on Two Shots on a Barrel fan page.
Yeah, another cool thing we have some fantastic sponsors we'll showcase throughout the show today, and we want to appreciate and show our respect for all of those. And for more information on that, you'll be able to catch the ad or go to our Facebook page and check those out. There you go. All right, it's without further ado, Two Shots on a Barrel podcast.
Old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon, talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bow Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's 2 Shots on a Barrel with your host, a couple of hot shots of their own, the Bow Brothers.
It's the Bow Brothers back in the Two Shots studio. This is getting to be a lot of fun because we're doing this like really frequently, J-Bo.
It's crazy, and there's so much happening each week that I can't wait to get in here and talk about it. Like Ashley Bryant, come on.
Dude,
Goodness
I
gracious.
am so excited about that. Ashley Bryant, for those of you who do not know, Ashley kind of cut her teeth with us doing the Central Kentucky Idol at Ham Days. I mean, she when she first started, she's this little bubbly girl from Louisville.
Sweet.
Can sing like a phone book, just incredibly. And so she kind of grew up with us.
Oh, yes.
As the MCs for the Central Kentucky Idol. And, man, exciting stuff because she's got all kinds of freaking stuff going on in her world right now. Number one, she is – you're going to be able to see her on The Voice. Mm-hmm. That's big enough.
Started last night.
Goodness gracious. I mean, and it comes back on, Sundays or what is today? Tuesday. Come Mondays and Tuesdays, I guess, is the schedule. So she's going to be on that at some point. But that's not enough for Ashley Bryant.
Oh, no. She took it a step higher and decided, well, let's go ahead and just get engaged to a guy from the previous season of The Voice. And my goodness, she is just all smiles, and I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, Tom Nitty is the gentleman that she met. Apparently, they recorded 2 shows at the same time. So they would do season 24, season 25, at least the chair turn portions of The Voice. And it was, they fell in love.
Oh, my goodness.
They fell in love, Tom Nitty and Ashley Bryant, and the rest is history. But just today, down in Nashville, Tennessee, Tom proposed to Ashley. You know Ashley as well as I do, J-Bo. I could not be happier for that young lady than I am today.
Absolutely. When I said Ashley Bryant, you perked up, man. That's the most awake you've been since you got here.
Oh, I've told Ashley this so many times, and it's the truth. She reminds me so much of my daughter, Caroline. And you've seen the struggles that Ashley has had. And just to see that smile, that happiness, man, it is incredible.
We're proud of you, Ashley. Proud of you. Number one fans right here. Maybe I'll get you here. Maybe both of you get you back here for Ham Days and do a show for us.
We need to do that.
I think we can.
J-Bo, it was just announced the tickets go on sale for the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. It's September 13th through the 15th. Tickets go on sale April 17th.
Wow. Already.
So that is right around. It's going to be again in Bardstown, Kentucky. We'll tell you more information as we get closer to that event. But I'm excited about today's show because, number one, it's our buddy that we've known for a long time. And number two, one of the things that we talk about with Two Shots on a Barrel is focusing on all things Kentucky.
All things.
And so sometimes you think, I will say this. We said early on that if you are listening to Two Shots on a Barrel to find out about bourbon and how it tastes and that
smells,
you do not need
wrong place.
You need to listen to somebody else. But if you want to meet very interesting folks from Kentucky and learn about things you can do, places you can go, then Two Shots on a Barrel is your podcast. Today this is one of those shows when you talk about Kentucky, this fits perfectly.
Perfectly. You've mentioned this since day one that we need to talk about canoeing, fishing, kayaking. And so I think we found the right guy. Finally,
we did. We welcome in our good buddy, John Bramel. John, welcome to the Two Shot Studio.
Guys, I feel like I'm on hallowed ground in here. These are nice digs. I saw you guys at the other digs down at
Sunnyside.
That was back in the days when I worked with Greg Gribbins and Ham Days and all that, and I saw it then. But these digs, nice.
We partnered up with the right people that knew what we wanted, and they came in and they took care of us. So shout out to Canton's Cooperage, to ISC, to Daniel
Shortridge.
Yes.
Yep.
And they took good care of us.
It makes sense why this place looks so classy. Hey, you remember the last time I saw you guys? Where was the last time I saw you? And you were just talking about it. September.
Ham Days.
There you go.
Yeah, of course.
I was right on the stage, right behind you, taking
That's
a
right.
picture.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
And man, you guys are legends in so many different ways. I'm humbled.
Look, you're a legend when it comes to taking photography, doing photography.
I'll take that.
Look, when I first moved down here, you were the guy to get for weddings, for private events. I went to him with Amira. Amira got her first pictures made with this guy, and they stand alone. There's nobody else that I don't know if anybody out there will ever touch the product that you put out there. Now you moved on, and now you take pictures of everything.
There you go.
And man, I'm so proud. Not only call you a friend, but to have gotten to you before you moved on to other things.
Well, thank you.
Amira has some priceless pictures.
Well, here's the deal. We talked about Ashley Bryant growing up with us. My family grew up with John and Joanne Bramel taking family pictures.
Really?
I mean, honestly, we would go out to their studio, which I absolutely love. And
still live there. We still live there.
The complementary styles that you and Joe bring is just you cannot create that. It's just made, and that's how you guys were for years. I mean, how many families grew up with pictures with John and Joanne at Photo Source?
Well, thank you very much. And my wife was a big part of all that service and everything else. But good thing I was good with the camera, because I don't know what is a hammer. What do you use a hammer? I have no idea.
Right.
But ask me about cameras, computers, and all that, and I got it. Still love it. Still crazy about it and still using it in what I'm doing right now, too.
Speaking of which, you've ever since I've known you, John Bramel, you've been a guy that you keep moving. You know, I think about the Toby Keith song, "Don't Let the Old Man In." Not saying you're an old man.
I am.
But what I am saying is you're one of those guys that you never find a time not to be doing something. Would you not agree with that?
I agree, but here's what you need to understand. As I get older, I have more and more only done what I wanted to do. So I tried to craft it in a direction to where I'm doing exclusively what I like doing. Lucky enough to be able to do it as well. So,
Look, man, you've been there at some of my most important days in my life.
careful.
Here,
I've been with you
I
during
know.
some embarrassing
Yes, you
moments
have.
and some stuff
You have,
that's
but
not for public
You're right.
consumption.
You're right. That's why I'm choosing my words carefully.
There you go.
One of them, there was just three of us, and I'll never forget this day. Rest of my life was when me, you, and Brad Lanham went to your studio.
There you go.
And we recorded that promo, and yeah, it was embarrassing then, but it's priceless now.
Actually, it's not embarrassing. It did, and what
My singing was embarrassing.
well,
Yeah.
that is definitely true. But what he's talking about, folks, is the late great Brad Lanham and the Bluegrass Festival that used to be part of this community. Wow, do I miss that? Do I miss him?
Oh, I do too. I do too. But that's a day that I'll never forget. I mean, it pops up on Facebook every once in a while, and we had some laughs that night, didn't we?
Well, let me clarify one thing about you guys praising me with my photography skills. One thing that I do think that I'm good at is I'm good at networking people, recognizing folks, and I network with them and network them with others. And a lot of times I know just to get the hell out of the way. And in the case you're talking about, I pointed the camera at two extremely colorful, incredibly talented people and just stood back and captured what was in front of me. So, lucky guy.
Hey, never forget it. Thank you. Thank you.
Was there somebody else with Brad?
Somebody else was
Yeah,
there?
you said two.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a dig, man.
you were the driver, right?
I
You
was-
were the driver,
definitely.
and who?
Definitely.
I'm just curious who that second
Hey, I had
person
one
was.
good night. I had one good night.
Oh, that's funny.
He loved my singing, I could tell.
Well, John, one of the other things that I've known about you is you've always been an outdoors guy.
Always.
You love the outdoors. The setting of how your house is. It's in the woods. It's beautiful.
Deep woods.
Deep woods. You've always been an outdoors guy, and you've done. I mean, we could talk all day long about the different things that you have done in your life because there's so many different streams that you could go down. But what you're doing now really, to me, encapsulates the John Bramel that I know, the outdoorsman. And I just think it's so cool. I had talked to you a week or two ago, messaged actually, and said, John, hey, we got a new podcast. Would you mind to shoot it out there on the social web? And you said,
For who I was working for.
right,
When
and
you last
right,
remembered.
which was a Visit Lebanon, and you said, listen, I love you guys, but I've got something that I'm excited about doing now. And you sent me the information, and I was like, holy crap, we got to get you on and talk about Canoe, Kentucky. How in the world did you get, first of all, tell everybody real briefly what Canoe, Kentucky is. And then secondly, how did you get involved with this organization, with this outfit?
Just let's keep it short and sweet. So basically what Jim was just talking about was Most people around here know me from almost a 2-decade career running newspapers in Central Kentucky, and then that transitioned over into the photo business that they were talking about that my wife and I ran for another 2 decades. And then after that, I was fortunate, and to this day, I'm still grateful for Nina Olivier, who's executive director of let's say Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission.
There you go.
That's the correct term. She gave me a position with them. That brought me over into the tourism segment, which was a really, really valuable opportunity for me, and I'm grateful for her that she gave it to me. It also gave me connections with bourbon. Steve Beam, I'm going to drop another name.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I took pictures for Steve Beam the day that they broke grounds at Limestone Branch Distillery. He kept me on for the rest of the time throughout Limestone's illustrious continuing career, by the way. And G was with Steve all the way through his moonshine days, and then
Moon Pie Moonshine.
Moon Pie Moonshine. I did all those promotional pictures and everything. And then so that's toward the tail end of what I was doing with tourism. I was also doing some photography for one Nathan Dupenbrock. And Nathan and his wife Allison are the owners of Canoe, Kentucky. I was a long-time customer of Canoe, Kentucky. Just adored the place, and did photography for him. And Nathan knew my bourbon background, and he knew my tourism background and the other stuff. And he was seeing the photos, so he just kept trying to lure me in more. And finally, the constellation went into alignment, let's say. And starting in January of this year, 2024, I am now the lead marketer for Canoe, Kentucky. And also part of our family of brands is another one we'll talk briefly about, or we'll talk also deeply about. And that's where Nathan and his wife Allison also own Kentucky River Tours, which has the rapidly growing in stature bourbon boat.
Love it.
Yes. It's a perfect combination.
Yes. And so what that meant that for me, I get to spend all my time nowadays testing boats, being in boats, writing about fishing, writing about all those outdoor activities. And what's cool, too, is now I'm getting to have the opportunity to we partner with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Groups like this one right here, whose hat I'm wearing, Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. A lot of conservation groups that we're partnering with to do a lot of community education and other things. So it's a cool job.
Cool stuff. Now, Jim doesn't know this, but way back when bourbon first started, how did they ship that bourbon? They didn't have these big semi trucks back then, Jim.
It was the river.
They shipped them down the river, so it makes total sense to start where it all started, back on the river. I think he's got a big thing going there.
Yes, he does. And let's start with Canoe, Kentucky. Can I tell you about Canoe, Kentucky?
Absolutely.
It is a cool story. I guarantee you that hundreds of people out there are saying, wait a second, Canoe, Kentucky. For years and years and years and years and years and years, decades, people have been renting a Canoe, Kentucky boat and floating on Elkhorn Creek, which is just outside of Frankfort. It's still in Franklin County. So everybody is at one time in their lives probably kind of like going to the Club 68 at one point.
Absolutely.
They've also done a tour on the Elkhorn in a Canoe, Kentucky boat. Canoe, Kentucky was started by a gentleman by the name of Ed Council. Ed Council is very famous in the outdoor community. He started renting boats out of his backyard right there in Frankfort. People would take them and he'd shuttle them and all. They're right on the Elkhorn. To tell you how deep this history is, the retail shop in Peaks Mill, where Canoe, Kentucky is located, that was Ed and his wife's home. Their home was there on the banks of the Elkhorn, and that home has been converted into the current retail shop. Ed and his wife had a daughter by the name of Allison. Allison also has a deep and rich outdoor history. She was involved in things like the Kentucky's Becoming an Outdoor Woman. She married Nathan Dupenbrock. So there's your connection. So when Nathan came on board in that marriage, he can not only continued Canoe Kentucky, but he and Allison together have brought it to the level which it is now. So it's now no longer a one-day destination. It's a multiple-day destination to enjoy everything that they offer.
Man.
That's the coolest thing. There's so many things I want to learn about Canoe. So I have gone. J-Bo, have you been kayaking?
Not enough to say that I did it.
Okay.
I could stay afloat.
So
that's about it.
So us folks here in Marion County and maybe like Nelson County's the Rolling Fork, right? A lot of people will put in at various parts of the Rolling Fork. So when I think about kayaking, that's my experience. And some folks put canoes or whatever on Rolling Fork. How would you describe? And John, I know you know this because you're a Marion County boy. So how does the creek that you're talking about, Elkhorn Creek, compare to, like, for example, what we call the Rolling Fork?
Well, we all know that Kentucky has more running water than any other state other than Alaska. We're blessed with streams. Speaking of the Rolling Fork, I got to mention what Nina had me do was go to visit LebanonKY.com, and you'll see a button there. Click on Floating the Fork, folks.
That's right.
And what you do is, what I did is I turned the Rolling Fork in Marion County into 2 separate day trips. And that, right there at that side, it'll tell you where the ramps are. It'll tell you the mileage. It'll tell you about the famous history of floating through Horseshoe Bend out New Raywick. Yeah, so that's a great trip. In the case of the Elkhorn was famous long before the three of us came together or knew it, but it is one of the world's most famous smallmouth bass fishing streams.
Really?
Smallmouth bass. Now remember, we call them smallies, and the glory of this is everybody likes catching fish, but there are those of us who are smallmouth fanatics. Why? Because the current in that stream makes them rascally strong suckers, and when you catch a smallmouth bass, even a smaller one, you know it. Because you're gonna have a tussle with it.
Yeah. So is it fair to say when I think of a creek, I think of a smaller body of water, but this does not strike me as a smaller. I mean, I know everything's relative, but it doesn't strike me as how I picture a creek.
It's a stunningly beautiful stream. It flows over a limestone bed through just a wonderfully rich, beautiful area. What Canoe Kentucky does is divides the creek up into 3 sections. There's an upper section which starts up at which is traditionally known as the Forks and goes through a fairly remote down the Knight's Bridge. Then there's another section that people float, which is tame. That's the one that folks come and rent a boat from Canoe Kentucky and primarily float. And it takes you from Knight's Bridge down to the shop where you get out. And then from the shop, there's another bit more remote stretch that goes all the way almost to where it pours into the Kentucky River.
Oh,
so
wow.
there are 3 segments of that river that you can see.
Very cool.
I love it.
You can canoekentucky.com, which I'm on right now, is the website. Another one of the cool features of this website, J-Bo, they have a live view.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's one of our most popular features. Folks can go there, and it's a live view of the stream. And in addition, there's we tag you into the information gauge that's a Knightsbridge. So that's what makes it wonderful to float this stream. There's a lot of information you could obtain about what is stream flow, current stream flow, see the thing in real time. Pretty cool.
All right, Jim, I'm looking at this Canoe Kentucky thing, and I know what a canoe is. I know what a kayak is. I know what a raft is, but I have no clue what a sup board is. Did I say that right?
Stand-up paddleboard, SUP.
Yes,
That's the kind that novice people like you would start out on, J.
No, I think I need to be in a raft where I'm sitting still. I don't need to be standing up.
By the way, our rafting, the whitewater rafting, is about to start up there, and we take you through that upper section I was mentioned. We do have some Class 2s and Class 3. But, yeah, that out of the retail shop, we sell boats as well, and that whole business has become quite diverse. The sit-on-top kayak fishing tournaments are now competing with some of the big bass tournaments that you're familiar with. So, we've got sit-on-top kayaks, which are primarily for fishing, canoes. It's a diverse animal.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so now I know. I won't be doing that.
I still can't believe you've really never done kayaking.
Well, I've done it like at a camp where you just go across a little pond and they're like, all right, come back now, let's go. That's too far.
Speaking of camp, what you can do at Canoe Kentucky is we can put you on the water, and we have we call it our off-grid camping zone. Now, when you see a photo, it's canvas tents. It used to be called glam camping. We don't use that term anymore. It's called off-grid. But you can float down the Elkhorn in one of the Canoe Kentucky boats, stop, camp overnight in a remote location right on the Elkhorn, get up the next day, and head out.
I love it. I always wondered when I see these people floating the fort, they get in, but how the hell they get back? How do they get back? Do they have a car waiting 20 miles away? I mean, how does that work?
Well, we shuttle people around. We make that possible. But yes, me and my friends, what we sometimes do, and let's take the Green River, for instance.
Okay.
And here's your math for you, and let's see if J-Bo immediately start writing down the stats and everything, getting ready to take his trips. It's an 80-mile float. It'll take you about 6 days, 5 nights. You can put in right below the dam, just below Green River, and you can float all the way to Mammoth Cave National Park. Now, the 17 miles through Mammoth Cave National Park is a designated national wild and scenic river. And that's a designation that's difficult to get to. So that stream flow right there, stunningly beautiful.
Wow.
And so what we typically do there is we have someone drop us off, spend the night out on the banks of the river. So it's a craft of having your camping gear in your boat, knowing what you're doing, floating, fishing, hunting, whatever you're doing as you go all the way down, and have someone pick you up when you're ready to take out on the other side.
There you go. Now I know.
And think about this.
That's so
Jim, you could get rid of him for an extended period of time.
He would do it, too.
I think the next time you go, John, if you could take Jeremy with you.
And just let him keep floating.
Just let me propose longer trips for you. So
Yes.
See, that's why I won't go on a raft trip with Jim, because he would say, look, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up, and he wouldn't pick me up.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of truth to that.
And speaking of bourbon, guess what the most popular rental trip is at Canoe, Kentucky?
What's that?
As you said, everything comes back to bourbon.
It does.
So Canoe, Kentucky has expanded. Not only do we have all that operation on the Elkhorn Creek, but in addition, we now have operations from the banks of the Kentucky River right there in Frankfort. And you can, multiple trips are available, including you can rent a sup and paddle right past the beautiful Frankfort skyline.
Cool.
So the most popular trip is you leave from the park there in Frankfort, you paddle, you go down through lock number 4 Now, let me explain to you what that means. A lock is where a dam is. So you flow into the lock. They close two big, massive doors behind you. They lower the water level.
Holy crap.
I've been involved in this.
And then you're at the water level for below the dam. Boom, you exit out when that doorway opens. And in this particular case, you float right on down. You get out of your boat, and you take a tour of Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That is incredible. I had no idea.
They do that on the Ohio when you're on cruising on a boat and you have to go through the locks.
That would scare the crap out of me.
It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying on a big boat. But I couldn't imagine being on a tiny boat doing it.
Actually, it's huge fun.
Is it?
And there's, we have the guides, we have all the safety precautions and everything in place to make sure all these trips, and we really don't care what level a person is. Like on that middle section, which is so beautiful and so tame, that's where we see a lot of moms and dads bringing their kids. And remember, this whole thing has been going on for multiple generations.
Sure.
We'll see people show up at Canoe, Kentucky, and they'll say, wow, my granddad brought me here on my first trip, so now I'm bringing my kids. It's really quite amazing.
That is amazing.
I absolutely can't wait to get out there and see this firsthand. I'm ready. I'm ready to go on my first kayak trip.
Well, you should be. How old are you? I mean, you've never been on one, and you've been.
I know, man.
April 3, boys. The rentals open on April 3, right around the corner.
My birthday's April 8th. I think we should do it, Jim.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back more with John Bramel, Canoe, Kentucky. It's canoeky.com. Check it out. All kinds of fun things going up there. We're not finished yet, though, J-Bo. We're going to have a lot more with John Bramel on the way on Two Shots. Exciting news for Two Shots on a Barrel. We have a brand new sponsor. Hey, this is Jim Bowe for Two Shots. Good Buddies Brewing Company, our newest sponsor. I gotta tell you, they have it going on. Located in the heart of the bourbon country, right here at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue in Lebanon, Kentucky. All kinds of great craft pours, including many concoctions put together by master crafter Ray Osborne. He's also assisted by his beautiful bride, Beth Osborne. They are the newest and brightest in micro craft breweries in good old Kentucky. Make sure you go out to their Facebook page. You can easily find it at Good Buddies Brewing Company. And don't forget, when you're in town on the Bourbon Trail, to stop by Good Buddies Brewing Company. Again, located at 120 West Martin Luther King Avenue, Lebanon, Kentucky. Good Buddies Brewing Company. We're happy to have you as a sponsor right here on Two Shots on a Barrel. Pretty much comes a time in everybody's life where you need a good attorney. And Two Shots, we recommend the law office of Don L. McCauley.
Absolutely. If you want somebody to fight for your rights, man, I couldn't think of anybody better.
Criminal law, bankruptcy, you name it, Don McCauley, that's who you need to call. It is 692-0784 right here in Lebanon, Kentucky, located at 144 West Main Street in Lebanon.
We love Don McCauley, and you will too.
Back to Two Shots on a Barrel. J-Bo, our buddies from Indiana, across the line, 1524. We'll have their spot coming up here shortly. Great guys. I'm looking forward to our visit. When is that, in April?
I think so. Let's take them canoeing.
That would be a great idea.
Dump a couple of them off and just keep on going.
Yes,
right?
I think we should do that. I really do.
I think the guys will get a kick out of Alan saying, come back, don't leave me.
And our buddy Dwayne is running for city commissioner
up there.
Look, if you're in Indiana, look him up. That's an A+ dude right there. Needs that seat. Needs it.
Yeah. We're hanging out with John Bramel with Canoe, Kentucky. You know, one of the things you mentioned, I guess, when it all kind of got started, it was all about Elkhorn Creek. But now it's kind of evolved into something even bigger with the river tours.
Yes. Nathan and Allison has expanded what was Canoe, Kentucky into what is a family of brands now. And one of the other brands is, and this is one of the reasons they brought me on too, because they needed somebody who could market that this entity, what they do is no longer a one-day destination. It's a multiple-day destination to enjoy everything they offer. The canoeing and kayaking trips on the Elkhorn, staying overnight in the camp on the Elkhorn, staying in one of their VRBOs. But in addition, what they did, and entering now into the year where this really will explode, because Nathan had a piece of legislation changed.
Really?
Yes. What it was it involved that limiting the number of people that had to be on the boat. It was 100 that had to be before alcohol could be served. He worked with the legislators up in Frankfort, and they got that lowered to match what the capacity is on the bourbon boat. So what is the bourbon boat? The other business that they have is called Kentucky River Tours. There are two boats. There's a smaller boat that's used for small groups, and you get on that boat and you do wonderful history tours. You can do nature viewing, bird watching, but the big kahuna is what's called the Bourbon Bell. It is a 49-passenger, two-decker. There are multiple tour options that are offered on this. History, bourbon, and again, that same boat goes through the lock, goes down. You can do a tour at the Buffalo Trace, and it is just quite a boat. It's big, it's beautiful, and there's bourbon on it for bourbon tastings. All sorts of bourbon events are held there, including one that's coming up.
Uh-oh.
Yep, let me mention to you, since you guys are talking about events and so on and so forth. Over in Frankfort, Kentucky, and it's set for October 5th, they have the Bourbon on the Banks. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, yes.
It's a one-day event, and you buy a ticket, and basically you stroll up and down through this wonderful park that's right there along the banks of the Kentucky River at the edge of Frankfort, tasting and experiencing bourbon in multiple configurations every step of the way. One ticket buys all, and it just so happens tickets go on sale this Thursday. And so just go to bourbononthebanks.com and you will see their awesome website with all the different configurations, everything they're doing, the multiple events that's bouncing off that. In addition, one of those events will be Mixology on the River, which is a special event which will take place on the Bourbon Bell.
Cool.
And you'll see that link right there at the Bourbon on the Banks website, where you can buy tickets for that as well.
We've had several people ask us, when are you coming? When are you coming to the Bourbon on the Banks? When are you coming? We need to do it.
That is a great one. It's a good one.
We hit the Bourbon Festival every year. We need to expand our, travel time and get out there to Frankfort and see this thing.
Well, I just thought that was pretty cool that you just basically stroll through a park, and all this bourbon stuff is set up there
everywhere
for you, and you stay outside, and they always have good luck with great weather. October 5th, October, the driest month of the year, so bam.
Bourbon always goes better with cooler weather, Jimbo. Don't forget that.
Yeah, bourbon's, I could make a case it's for any weather.
Yeah. But it goes down better in October, I promise you.
All right, so this time of the season, it's well, I would say normally this time of the season. It's supposed to be wintertime, but it's not. So I guess my question is, for normal kayaking, when would you expect a normal kayaking canoe season, event season, whether it be at Elkhorn Creek or whether it be on the Kentucky River?
Typically, the kayaking and canoeing and SUP season, all that, and even the sit-on-top kayak fishing season typically runs May through toward the fall color up into November, depending on weather, water levels, and that's why at Canoe Kentucky, if the Elkhorn starts getting dry, boom, just move up the Kentucky River. But hardcores like me and some of my buddies, we never stop. Go year round.
Really?
Yeah, we'll have ice in the guides on our rods.
Nice.
So what do you put on some type of code suit or
waders?
You think so? Mm-hmm. I mean, what is the attire for?
Well, the attire would be. Let me give you an actual example. A lot of people don't know that the 80-mile stretch of river from Wolf Creek Dam all the way to the Tennessee line is world-class trout fishing. And that's because of the National Fish Hatchery, which sits right there at the base of that dam. So they have browns, rainbows, and brookies in that. And the fishing in that river can be stunning.
Really?
So typically what we will do is we hardcores, we wear waders, Gore-Tex,
You're right,
insulated
Dave-O.
to keep us warm. And those waders typically go chest high. And then we'll wear the proper clothing on top. But I want to tell everybody right now, we emphasize at Canoe Kentucky and all of us, wear your life jacket always when you're on the water. And it's
course.
a Kentucky law, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if your waders fill up, man, there's only one place to go. Right? Straight down.
What you do is there's a belt around
Okay.
your waders, and typically if you go out of your boat, that belt will keep water from getting down into your waders.
Gotcha.
So, yes, but you are correct that they quickly can fill into two
Bye-bye birdie.
concrete feet.
Right there.
we would clog his little thing
Yeah.
so that his would fill,
But
that
yes,
Davo's would fill
Well,
up.
I'm a pretty short guy. It don't take much water to get up and over my waders.
It's possible to do this year round. Matter of fact, we Southern hardcore boys we love squirrel hunting out of canoes.
Really? That's cool.
Oh, you can float rivers, and I mean, it's like you're not moving. You're moving noiselessly, without noise, and so you're floating down the river, and there they are. Pop them, fall in the river. And
Oh, that's awesome.
skillet time.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
You're buddies with my little guy, Salem. He thinks the world of you. 12, how old is he? 11 years old. Had to think about it for a minute. What fishing package would you recommend Salem going on with his daddy? He's been deep sea fishing. He's been bass fishing. He's done it all.
Well, I would first recommend, and I'm being dead serious, I'd recommend getting you a guide from Canoe Kentucky and floating one of the stretches of the Elkhorn.
Okay.
And then that guide will turn you on to some of that world-class smallmouth bass fishing that's there. Can you go and catch smallmouth the first time? Sure can. But it's nice to have somebody to show you the honey holes.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's the first trip I'd recommend. The others is, remember that Cumberland River I was telling you about? There are superb guides on that river as well. And I once caught 36 brown trout with a guide on the Cumberland, and that made for a pretty special day.
Oh, I'm sure. That's awesome. We might be doing that. I think it's going to be fun.
I got something I'd like for you to do.
Oh, good gosh.
And I'm curious if John has done this. One of the things on the Elkhorn is what, according to your website, you call the whitewater hair raiser.
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh.
So the whitewater hair raiser, you're riding the rapids. Let me just tell you what this says. It says it's offered March through June, and you need a little more adrenaline, a little more action, a little more wow. Well, then this trip is for you. It's a 7-mile stretch on the Elkhorn Creek known as the Palisades.
Yes.
Is that correct? This would be perfect for you, J-Bo.
Oh, boy.
Class 2 whitewater, 14-foot rafts, semi-guided, and it's kid-friendly, 8 years old.
There's a good trip for you right there.
Define semi-guided. So, how does that work? Does he jump off at some point? I mean,
That means we have people along with you to assist in case there's some sort of issue.
okay, gotcha.
By the way, that can be borderline class, actually more than borderline. It can be class 3 down there through occasion.
Okay,
Wow.
so for us novices, define class 1, class 2, class 3. What does all that mean?
Class 1 typically moves. It's typically the moving water that you see.
Okay.
There may be a rock here or there that that you might have to negotiate. Class 2 takes it up a level where you have to have some paddling skill set to get around the obstacles that are in that more rapidly moving water.
Holy crap.
Class 3 gets up there to where better have somebody along with you from Canoe, Kentucky to assist just in case.
I think one would be plenty for me.
Class 4 means you get out of your boat and you really do study that to make sure you're aware of what that water and the obstacles are doing before you move through it. Typically experts only. Class 5 means go home and watch the football game.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
goodness.
So you have experience. Am I saying that? Is that correct? Is that true?
Yes, and I probably shouldn't speak about the bad when I was stupid, but from being stupid, I learned to be smarter, and I was lucky enough to live through the stupid. First boat I ever owned, and this is probably shouldn't own up to this. Joe Mike Fowler, the late great Joe Mike Fowler from Lebanon, Kentucky. He was pretty cool. I had the car. He would work out with weights, and he'd be pumped up. So whenever I called him and we were going to go hit on the girls and everything, he'd be pumped up with his wife beater on.
Right.
So this is the kind of guy he was. Remember the movie Deliverance?
Yes.
Yes.
Deliverance came out, and I bought my first boat, a 14-foot aluminum Monarch with a shoe keel on the bottom. And, of course, we had to go to the Red River.
Oh gosh.
The Red River Gorge, we picked a time when the water was high. We probably didn't make it down a mile. And I believe it was Dog Slaughter Falls where I saw that boat for the last time. It was being pounded by hydraulic, and I could barely see the yellow down in about 15 feet of churning water. So we had to swim out, and which was a bit of a terrifying experience, but bought another boat within a week.
Holy cow.
So don't do what I did, folks.
No.
So have you ridden the rapids at Elkhorn Creek?
Yeah. I am one of the guides
Oh.
for Canoe, Kentucky on Elkhorn
There you
Creek.
go, J-Bo.
So you're one of the semi guides.
Yeah, well, I can. Typically, when someone calls, and I do this last summer, frequently, but we see a lot of people from out of staters typically do that. They come down. They have a limited amount of time. They want to fish the Elkhorn, and they want to know, what's the best lure. Where are the best spots? Which section? Because remember, there are those 3 sections. There's that hairy section up there in the top. There's the middle section, which the shop's located on. Then the lower section, which is kind of a remote, but still, it's beautiful. Floats right past the Pfeiffer Fish Hatchery, which is a treat by itself. That's where they have the They have some special fish hatchery programs there. It's a cool place. It's a topic unto itself. But, and then you can actually float from the Elkhorn right out into the Kentucky and a whole nother world of fishing right there.
So, dumb question, but which section is the rapids?
Upper
section.
The
Okay.
upper section.
So I got another question for you. When we go deep sea fishing in the Gulf, we pay one price, fishing poles, everything's included. What's all included with the fishing trip?
Same setup.
Okay.
So at Canoe, Kentucky, when someone rents a trip or tour from us, everything's included.
Okay.
Shuttle, life jackets, paddles, boats. And the type of boat varies. We still do canoes. I dearly love canoes, even though boats have gotten extremely technical, which is part of the fun of it. Some of the sit-on-top fishing kayaks are high science, but I love basic canoes. But, yeah, it's all-inclusive.
Awesome. So if we call up, say we want this trip, can we ask for you?
Yes. Sure
Sweet.
can.
This is
How
getting
many
better.
people? All right, how many people can? If I was planning a trip with my family, how many people can goes in the raft for the?
Oh,
for the,
how many can do what?
How many can go into the what is it, a 14-foot raft or something for the rapids, the 7-mile rapid trip?
What I'd prefer you do is you make the call. We have highly professional expert staff on hand. We will segment that group for you so that everybody stays together, but yet has their own time as well.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to want to pack, like you're 14, how many screaming women would that be in a group of 14?
I mean,
He has 30 kids. So
it depends on if J-Bo goes with us.
Well, yeah.
It's true. I will be screaming.
So, yes, and so now you get the idea as how we will literally configure the trip to suit the needs and make it still keep it personal and special, but all the equipment, shuttle you, pick you up, let you spend the night somewhere in one of our facilities if you want to do that, whole package. Then after you do the Elkhorn, hang out that night, come back the next day, and we'll put you on the bourbon boat for a totally different experience.
Man, I'm excited.
So John hit on something about the staying overnight part. We haven't talked about that, but I want to. But we need to first get to another break. But when we come back, we'll kind of talk about making a whole weekend or I don't know, a week of it, because it's all right there. Canoe, Kentucky. You really need to check this out. Spell it, J-Bo.
I don't know.
You don't know how to spell
Oh,
Canoe?
yeah, I got it written down right here. C-A-N. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Canoeky.com. You need to check it out. But we're going to be back with John. We're going to talk about if somebody was planning that weekend getaway or maybe that week-long trip, what Canoe, Kentucky has for you. It's coming back right on Two Shots on a Barrel.
Are you looking for a clean, fun podcast that you can relate to? Well, we've got it for you. Cross the Line. The 1524 originates out of Indiana. Former high school rivals, now our buddies sitting around a speakeasy bar, talking about common day events, common things. We keep it light, they keep it easy. It's a good time. Check out Cross the Line. 1524. You can find it on all the podcast apps and players. You can also check them out at crosstheline1524.com or check them out on Facebook, Cross the Line 1524.
Lisa Kearns doesn't want to just sell you a house. She wants to find you a home. If you've been thinking about making a move, she'd love to help. She knows you've got many choices when choosing a real estate agent, but not all agents are the same. Her clients are the heart of her business, and she takes pride in providing exceptional service, knowledge, and transparency while helping you navigate the real estate market. With her by your side every step of the way, she can assist you in real estate needs that make buying and selling a smooth, enjoyable process. Call Lisa Kearns, Realtor with Exit Realty Homestead, 270-402-4036.
For all your full-service auto repair needs, it's Big O Tires, 2 locations,
Bardstown, and Lebanon, J-Bo.
That's right. Billy Taft will take good care of you. Man, if you need new tires, new windshield wipers, whatever, Billy Taft has everything you need for your vehicle.
2 locations. If you're in town on the Bourbon Trail and tires messed up, whatever the case might be, you can stop in at Bardstown location or Lebanon. Give them a try. Billy Taft's the best in the business.
That's right. We love those guys. That's Big Old Tires of Bardstown and Lebanon.
Hey, J-Bo.
Yeah, man. What's up?
I was just looking through here at some of the equipment you can rent at Canoe, Kentucky. I found my next rental.
What's that?
A pedal kayak.
Man, you'd pass out after about 20 minutes. What are you talking about?
No, I think that would be a lot. It would be good exercise. Not only do you get the arms going, but you got the pedaling thing going on. So you can have your, what is it called, John? Sup?
Yeah, he can be on a sup.
You can be on your sup, and I'm going to be on my pedal kayak.
Look, your pedal kayak will be busy coming and picking me out of the water because I will not be able to stand on the sup. I promise you.
Actually, we'll put a stand-up assist bar on there for you.
There you go. Now we're talking. Training wheels.
Remember
I
told you this stuff's getting real high-tech.
It's really high-tech, and I'm so excited, man. I can just see it now, us going fishing with John. John's our man. So now that I know he's going to guide us through the man, I'm amped up. My birthday present is right here, sitting across from me.
Well, and if we don't do that, we don't do that soon, which we need to.
Right.
Then we can always look forward to Bourbon on the Banks.
Yes.
Tickets go on sale Thursday. BourbonOnTheBanks.com, which is another thing that's near and dear to John's heart. But I tell you, another thing, we were talking off the air, John. You guys have got some cool things, some cool partnerships. The Canoe, Kentucky has kind of partnered with some folks. These are things that you are really excited about personally. I know you were talking about it.
I am, because this, as you guys were talking earlier, is what really, really puts me in my element. We have, one of the things Nathan brought me on to do was because I'm the homespun Southern outdoor boy, like a network, and so I really dearly love my Kentucky Fish and Wildlife guys and gals. Those folks are out there doing a fabulous job. Wonderful organization. I don't know if Kentucky really appreciates how good a job they do for us, but I get to work with them a lot in my job. So Canoe Kentucky partners with some of the programming that they do. J-Bo, you asked about one of you and your son. Here's a perfect one coming up. We have a spring segment and a fall segment of what's called Kayak Fishing 101.
Oh, that's me.
And basically what happens, this program is primarily free, and you have 2 nights of education up at Frankfort at Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Facility. Well, first night is a classroom. Second night, Canoe Kentucky brings boats, puts you on a lake up there so that you get your feet wet. The third segment of that class is the one you need to buy into for $160. What do you get with that? We take you on a guided trip on the Elkhorn, and those things that you've been learning in those earlier sessions, we put them to work right there catching smallmouth. Now, one thing I mentioned of note is I'm bringing a lot of, I can't do all this myself, and the wonderful staff at Canoe Kentucky, we got so much to do, but so what I do is I build a team of talent, and I've been using some great Marion County folk to be doing this. A lot of people are familiar with a Bravertsville boy that's doing really good, and that's Matthew Mattingly.
Absolutely.
Matthew Mattingly Fishing. He now is with the lure company. His clients are Cabela's, Sportsman's. This guy's going everywhere with the biggies, doing servicing them with their fishing lures, tackle, and other stuff. Another guy I bring in, another couple, is Nicholas and Stacy Wheatley,
our buddies,
our wildlife photographers here.
Love 'em.
A lot of people don't know that Stacy is a bit of a former pro fisher woman herself.
I had no idea.
Did not know
They
that.
are both hardcore fishermen as well as excellent photographers, video people. They're part of my talent staff that I use to conduct programs. And then we've got Greg Potter. Greg Potter, your dirty secret is now out.
The
Greg
coffee
Potter,
man.
Potter Coffee. A lot of people don't know he used to be a trout guide, had his own trout guide service on the Cumberland River for 15 years. I now bring him in as part of my talent pool for assisting in these programs.
Had absolutely no idea.
Yep. There's another cool program to tell you about, too, and this one's for the ladies. This program is growing in recognition and stature, but Kentucky Fish and Wildlife has what's called the Kentucky Becoming an Outdoor Woman program. Basically, what they do is they have a 3-day camp where all these women come together and they touch on a variety of outdoor topics. After that, they have single-day programs, which they call Beyond Bow, where you go in depth with some of the stuff you touched on. It's a 3-day. Canoe, Kentucky is now partnering with them to do a lot of these programs. And we do our first one on July 29. Now, everybody will find all this stuff by watching the Canoe, Kentucky and the Kentucky River Tours Facebook pages. And also watch the websites for both. Watch the Fish and Wildlife. So there's the websites, and watch the social media for both those entities also.
All right, John, you know my wife. You've known her a long time.
Well,
Okay, so
she is the reason I get first quality, the best health care quality I've ever had
she
in my
loves
life.
you to death, all right? But look, she don't like walking through the backyard very far, okay? So
I can
it's-
take care of her.
So do you think, and your wife, what does she like the great outdoors? Is she an outdoors girl?
She says she is, but she's really not.
Do you think we could get these two in there and you can teach them to like the outdoors for us?
We're going to put them on the middle section
All right.
of the Kentucky River, which is gentle, beautiful. They're going to see stunning vistas and scenes and stuff like they've never seen before. They're going to be so relaxed that at the end of the trip, they may be saying, I'm looking for my man.
That's it.
To give him a big hug.
We got to get this signed up
for
quick.
bringing me on this trip.
We got to do it. Sign them up.
All right, we can dream all you want to dream, J-Bo. But I'm going to tell you, and as great as those programs are going to be, I have no doubt that there are ladies out there like Mickey Joe that it will be perfect for. There are the program kayaking or kayak fishing 101. That has got yours and Sabo's name all over it. I just got to tell you. But now back to where I'm going with this conversation. My wife would be all about a weekend at your place, Elkhorn Creek, and she would love the stay overnight part. I'm looking at the website right now at
Those are gorgeous tents.
These gorgeous tents. I got to know about somebody that, when Sharon listens to the show, she's like, we got to go. Tell me about somebody that's looking at a good weekend. People are coming in Bourbon Trail all the time. This looks perfect for somebody that's coming in the Bourbon Trail.
Absolutely. And there's so much to do in Frankfort. So basically what you can do is you can do trips on the Elkhorn. Matter of fact, you can do multiple day trips on the Elkhorn, different places, stay all night in those camps. By the way, Nathan likes to brag that he's got the fanciest, what do you call those? Oh, porta potties.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the fanciest porta potty in existence at that location.
Oh, nice.
So the price of that, when you stay there, it includes ice chest. The beds are like, it's not rough-hewn camping by any stretch of the imagination. It's luxury accommodations. And it's on a stretch, and really, it's difficult. to find a place to camp on the Elkhorn, you can't do it. There it is. Okay. There's that piece of property right there, which is exclusively yours for the duration. But that's, like I say, we don't use glam camping anymore to make it sound more rough-hewn. We call it off-grid camping.
I like it. I like it.
I think that's. I mean, if you look at these and again go to canoekentucky.com, but these are like on platforms.
Yes,
they're on platforms. Yeah. I mean, we're talking first class,
big front porch out.
Yeah,
front. Sit there and watch the Elkhorn. So then, after you're done with all that, just stay in one of the VRBOs, which. Check that out.
Oh, wow.
It's up at the forks of the Elkhorn. Then you stay in a VRBO. Then you hang out and you do the bourbon boat and multiple experiences there. And then you've got everything Frankfort has to offer after that. So, multi-day trip.
So it sounds like your days are getting ready to be booked up big time.
Yes, we've been spending the early part of the year doing boat shows, and I'm boat showed out. I've done boat shows till I don't want to do any more boat shows. I'll be ready to go next year, and we do the big one in Louisville there, the
Sport Boat Vacation.
Yeah, it's a monster.
It is.
We're the ones that set up the big pool that you see people paddling in at that boat show.
Gotcha.
Holy crap.
So
Very
we've
cool.
done the boat show, and now some of them are cool. Like I just got back from the Cincinnati fly fishing show, which is world class. So they are cool, but I'm ready to stop doing the shows. It's time to get outside.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I'm excited, Jim. So excited.
Kayak Fishing 101.
Got it.
You need to sign
Got
up
it.
for that.
That's on the list right now.
Yeah, make sure you do that.
We got it.
What else, big boy? I mean, listen, you got it going on these days.
Well, I'm living the dream. So yes, so to bring all this back 360. So now with what Nathan and Allison made it possible for this job that that I'm doing as lead marketer, it puts me in connection with fish and wildlife guys, great groups like the backcountry hunters and anglers and all these folks we're partnering with for program. By the way, when you go to the new website, which intros on Friday of this week.
Oh.
Yeah, to be able to navigate all the offerings will even be smoother and better.
Awesome.
And
same website.
It'll be you just still go to canoeky.com and it'll send you to the new website. Introing, it's going to drop on Friday of this week.
So it's going to have a little John Bramel flair to it.
Yep.
Well, you can also, where you watch for the John Bramel flares is there's a newsletter. You'll see a button to look for it on the next website. It'll be prominent. Push a button, start getting the newsletter. And the newsletter and the blogs is where you will really see the in-depth stuff. For instance, it's going to be a big cicada year this year.
Yes, double the size.
So what that means is get your lures ready now, and I'm going to be talking about all the lures that you're going to need to take advantage of these cicadas that are coming.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You went way over my head with the cicadas and lures. You got to tell me.
Fish love cicadas, man.
Really?
Oh, yes. So what they typically do is, remember, my good buddy Chris Chamberlain, who is a farmer here in Marion County, he's kind of looking at this with dread because he's wondering what these things are going to do to crops and stuff.
Right.
But we fishermen are looking at them because this year something unique happens in some zones. These cicadas, there are different families of them. This is the year where two families overlap. So we get double the fun this year.
Oh, wow.
And the last time this happened, about 12 years ago, most fishermen will remember that this was just phenomenal. A phenomenal occurrence.
Had no idea.
You haven't heard the buzz?
No. I've heard where you've got the two families of cicadas, right. And but I had no idea that meant
fish frenzy.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Fly fishermen in particular, and Greg Potter's actually one of the, what do you call guys that study insects? Insectologists? Whatever. But Greg Potter literally can have something land on his hand, and all of a sudden he's flying into his fly box to replicate that insect that's on his hand.
Wow.
These guys, you'll see them walk into the stream, turn over rocks, and look for the stuff that's there that fish and trout are feeding on, and they'll replicate it with imitations that are in their box. It's a wonderful life.
Oh, my goodness. How's Mr. Potter have time for all this?
I don't
Making
know.
coffee all the time and flies on the side.
Your dirty secret is out, Greg Potter.
It's out. It's out.
So we mentioned the website. I got to tell you, the Canoe Kentucky Facebook page is fantastic. It's got John Bramel all over it.
The flare.
Just the pictures, man. You can see just from the photography on some of these. It's all John Bramel. It's incredible. Some of these beautiful pictures of Elkhorn Creek. It's just incredible. You see all the kayaks and the paddle boards, and just I love it. It's a fantastic Facebook page.
Thank you.
We have shared that on the Two Shots page. We'll do that again because you really need to check that out. I got to tell you, as much as I like the Facebook page, and I'm excited and intrigued about the new Facebook or the new website. I got to tell you, man, the Facebook page is must-see social media. It really is.
Thank you. So what we're getting ready to do with myself and others on the staff, we're going to start, it's really pretty dynamic, and it's what I do. So we'll have the social media, the new website for both Canoe Kentucky and for KentuckyRiverTours.com. We'll have all that rolling as one, along with blogs and newsletters. So that whole cycle will really keep folks informed on a lot of stuff happening, including the bourbon stuff, including the fishing stuff, like the upcoming cicada details.
That is...
Ooh, I'm excited.
This guy doesn't stop.
He doesn't, and he has a sticker on his water bottle that's near and dear to my heart. I'm a member of the Kentucky Wild Sailmen now. Are members of that as well. So
Love it.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's a great program. And Fish and Wildlife folks, what they're doing, like for instance, with the bow program we're going to be doing, they have a segment of their women that say, I don't want to kill a fish. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to kill a deer and eat it. But they still want all these outdoor skills. No problem. So the program we're going to be doing at Canoe Kentucky, they will converge as one group, and then we'll split them up. The group that wants to go fishing, we're going to take them fishing. The other group is going to go on a bird watching and stream ecology trip.
Nice.
And so we'll take them down a different section, and the Elkhorn is wonderful. There are multiple bald eagle nests there. And don't forget the Pfeiffer fish hatchery I mentioned to you. Sturgeon, that was the
cool.
fish. It's sturgeon. Everybody look up what they're doing with sturgeon in Kentucky. So you can even pull over. They've got a way you can easily walk right into the fish hatchery. Those guys love to see visitors. They'll entertain you there with all the cool stuff you do. It's wonderful.
I love it, man.
Man, this has been here and I didn't know. I would have been... how can you live in Kentucky and not know about Kentucky canoeing?
And you and John Bramel are tight as ticks.
Yes. So we talked fishing in the past, but I never knew this existed. And I'm so happy I do now. I know where my money's going.
Well, and
fishing.
And the good thing is you got an inroad with John Bramel.
Yes, I have my built-in tour guide right here.
Well, his wife gives me, she's a doctor, folks. She gives me the best health care I've ever had in my life, so yeah, I'm obligated to Jeremy Bowman.
Yeah, daggone it, I got to do this.
Let me also mention that people can also go over to my Facebook page and my social media. Just find me, and I use that page for some different stuff. So the non-canoe, the Canoe Kentucky stuff, some of it might be there, but there'll be other things there as well that you might want to keep up
All right.
with.
Like your buddies from Two Shots on a Barrel.
That's
There
right.
you go.
That's right.
That's where I put that stuff.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Guys, thanks for having me. It's been wonderful seeing the two of you. I love both of you deeply and admire you. The two of you just have done so much and the stature that you're having in the business that you're doing now. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
We appreciate you, John Bramel. Keep on trucking, man. Keep on trucking. Tell Joe we said hello. Hopefully she'll listen in. I gotta give a shout out to John's kids though, because the two that I know the best are Jonathan and Lorraine. I coached Lorraine when she was in and we still laugh about it. I saw Lorraine at Good Buddies Brewing Company. It's been about a month ago. And I love Lorraine. You talk about free-spirited and just
like her mama.
And just living and loving life. That is Lorraine Bramel.
Working for Maker's Mark now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And a part of the bourbon. And my dude, Jonathan Bramel. You talk about one talented musician.
Fiddle, right?
And a banjo.
Okay.
Incredible.
Oh, and let me stick this in. Remember how I told you I gathered that talent pool? Jonathan's got a new banjo that was built for J.D. Crowe.
No way.
Yes. And so we'll be having an event. It's a walking tour of Peaks Mill, which is right there where Canoe, Kentucky is. But that will be the start. There's a big new campfire and a big new facility at Canoe, Kentucky. People are welcome. Just come, gather, sit in all the wonderful furniture we have there. Fires. We're going to start hootenannies, musical hootenannies.
Cool. Very nice.
You bring your instrument, sit around a fire, play to your heart's delight.
Love it, love it, love it.
It's like an outdoor
Yes.
bluegrass music
Yes.
kickoff, right?
Yes. Remember me telling you about Ed Council and his wife that
Yes.
started? This is their council memorial zone.
Okay, great.
Is what this
Love
is.
it.
And
Love
it's new,
it.
brand new. This will be the year, the inaugural year, where we'll use it for classroom settings, musical hootenannies, and a bunch of other stuff, including if you want to come out and lay around and bum.
We can do that.
Yeah, you're good at it.
Look, Jim's even better. I had to wake him up to get here today. That's
I love
crazy.
bumming. I love bumming around. Just I don't have to even bum anything.
No.
Just to bum around is what I like to do.
He bums at the bank. I mean,
All right, Pete. Hopefully, Pete's not listening to this. Hopefully. All right, John Bramel, buddy, you don't want to hear this, and because you're a humble guy, but you're a Marion County legend. I got to tell you, man, with all the things that you have done for this community, your days in the newspaper business, we talked about the photography business that you and Joanne ran for years, your time with promoting Visit. It's just, you are record. The history books will show what an important contributor to Marion County that John Bramel was.
across the board.
Well,
Across
thank
the
you
board.
very much, but I defer to the true legends, the two of you. And what I like to tell everybody, instead of saying goodbye, I like to say, see you down the trail somewhere.
I love it. Thank you, John.
Good stuff. J-Bo, man, what another great show on Two Shots with our buddy John Bramel. Check out canoekentucky.com. That's it's C-A-N-O-E. The K is the Kentucky, KY.com. Also, check out their Facebook page. It is fantastic. Brand new website coming, so you'll be able to check that out as well. And don't forget, bourbononthebanks.com.
That's right.
Tickets go on sale Thursday. For Two Shots on a Barrel, I'm Jimbo.
I'm J-Bo. Download all those podcasts for us. Come on.
Yeah.